And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. We're on the road again today. We're at Food City in Elizabethton on a Food City Friday, kicking off the weekend. It's going to be a good one. Big football Friday night weekend. Some college football we're talking about. A lot of high school football, of course, and our game we'll tell you all about that. We're going to be down in Morristown West here in a little while. Bring you the Cyclones and the Morristown West Trojans. Major League Baseball, big night last night, big weekend coming up. So a lot of sports to talk about here again on this Friday. Going to be joined by Sean Whitten, head football coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones. Going to stop by and talk here in just a little while. Also going to be joined by Jeff Birchfield talking NASCAR. Big weekend for NASCAR. Big weekend, the final weekend heading into the playoffs, and that would be down to there's 16 slots, 15 are filled. We're down to one and a bunch of guys involved, namely Bubba Wallace and Daniel Suarez and Ty Gibbs. So we'll let Jeff Birchfield tell you all about that, kind of sort things out and set the record straight. Get ready for that. He'll join us coming up a little while. Then Brock Pittman comes by, the head football coach at T. Duggar for the Cyclones. They had a big game last night. They beat Sevier Middle School out of Kingsport 52-6. We'll talk to Coach Pittman about that and get ready for the weekend. Hello to Jordan Mitchell and Amy Whitson. Hello, dear. And Skeleton Woman. I don't know who that is. Skeleton Woman. Have no clue. So, but anyway. Hello to Gary Banks. Hello, sir. How are you doing? We're here again at Food City in Elizabethton today, broadcasting live. And it is Deals for Days all across the chain. And here it is. And we got a new at it, so I had to dig it out of the bag. And we'll show you some of these, and we'll jump in and talk some pro wrestling. Got another famous wrestler passed away overnight, Terry Funk, earlier in the week, and we'll tell you the latest one is. Very young, only 36 years old. Deals for Days. Here it is today, tomorrow at all Food Cities. For example, seedless watermelon for $3.99. Got to get one of those. Ooh, yeah, this is watermelon season. Hot out there. The cubes of Pepsi products, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans, $7.99 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. You have Little Debbie snack cakes, $2.99. The Mayfield Novelties, Brown Cows, fudge bars, ice cream sandwiches. Oh, gosh, what else they got? They got the creamsicles, Brown Cows, fudge bars, all those 2 for $5, limit 4 today and tomorrow at all Food Cities. There you are. Gatorade, hot out there, folks, 2 for $11. That would be 8-pack of 20-ounce bottles, 2 for $11. In fact, they're right here in front of us, stacked here in the store in the middle of the aisle. Screamin' Sicilian pizzas, $4.99, and Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats, $2.49 at all Food City locations today and tomorrow. We'll have Ethel and Shirley here. They're going to join us coming up here in a little while. Talk about the flowers you can get here in late August. Final, is that right? Yeah, final Friday of August. Wow. Next Friday will be September the 1st, heading into Labor Day weekend. It's football season. You were awesome on Friday. Thank you, sir. You're very kind. You got to give credit to the Lord for that. Speaking of which, let's do the verse of the day and the national anthem. We'll jump in there and start hitting you with some sports here again on this Food City Friday. We're at Food City in Elizabethton, and let's work in the verse of the day. Jeremiah, listen to this now. Jeremiah 32:27 says, I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? Oh, wow. I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? That, of course, would be the verse of the day, Jeremiah 32:27. I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? No matter what you're going through, is anything too hard for me? And you know that answer. The answer, obviously, is no. Hello, Russell Riddle. National anthem. Here we go. Who's going to do it today? Let's bring in Gabe Short. Ready to go. National anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live in Food City in Elizabeth, and Sean Whitten in 15 minutes. And
oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waved o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Can the boys sing or what? I mean, really, the guy is very, very, very good. That would be the obvious. Gabe Short, talented young man to say the least. We're live here again at Food City. Hello, Mike Gotts. How you doing, sir? We've done a lot for that National Football Foundation. Goodness, you've done a lot, sir, for that, and we salute you for that. Countdown to Christmas Eve, by the way, if you're interested. Most aren't, but just FYI, 121 days to Christmas Eve. All right, let's take a look at birthdays today. Gene Simmons from Kiss. If you're a Kiss fan, Gene Simmons having a birthday, 74 candles in his birthday cake. Billy Ray Cyrus, one-hit wonder, really. I remember when I was jocking country down in Florida, we had to play that crazy song every 15 minutes. Don't break my heart, make it, man, I could do it in my sleep. Achy Breaky Heart, Billy Ray Cyrus, 62 today. Rachel Ray, the cook, she's 55 today. And one of the greats in baseball, Raleigh Fingers. Remember Raleigh with the handlebar mustache? Raleigh Fingers pitched for, I remember him for the Oakland A's. Maybe been with other teams, but he, for me, pitched for Charlie Finley, the Oakland A's back in the day. Raleigh Fingers having a birthday, 77 candles on his birthday cake. And so those are the birthdays again on this Friday, August the 25th, final Friday of the month. Next Friday will be September the 1st, be Labor Day weekend. Hall of Fame coach Philip Fulmer undergoing surgery yesterday at UT Medical Center. Statement from his family says he's alert and in good spirits. He'll be in the hospital for a couple of days. Did not specify the nature of his health issues, but did say he would be there for a couple of days. So it's, in this day and age, you stay a couple of days, and it's, I would assume fairly serious. Fulmer, who is 72, led the Vols to the national championship in 1998 and won back-to-back SEC titles in 1997 and 98. In 17 seasons in Knoxville, he was 152 wins and 52 defeats, making him the second winningest coach in Tennessee football history. It's pretty cool. Anyway, he spent more than 40 years of his life at Tennessee as a player, assistant coach, head coach, and an administrator. He still lives, of course, in Maryville. And so Philip Fulmer having surgery, alert and in good spirits, will be in the hospital for a couple of days. So we've had him on the show here before. Wish him the very best for Coach Fulmer in his recovery to get things better, get things turned around, and obviously get home. NFL preseason football last night. Does it mean anything? It did to the Steelers because they put on a show last night. They walloped the Atlanta Falcons 24-0 last night. Final preseason tune-up for the start of the season next weekend. Steelers 24-0. It was the Colts, again, doubling up and then some. They beat the Eagles 27-13. The Eagles are 0-2 in preseason. No, that didn't make sense. Colts, didn't read that right. Colts win 27-13. Steelers win 24-0 over the Falcons. Tonight, NFL preseason football. The Titans are at home tonight against New England. You have the Chargers against the San Francisco 49ers at the Bay, or in the Bay, or not in the Bay, but at the Bay. Wouldn't be in the Bay, you'd be in. Why would I say that? I don't know. And Detroit will be in Carolina tonight to battle the Panthers in Charlotte. Final tune-up. Next week they start the regular season. Tomorrow, day games, Buffalo, the Bills against the Bears at Soldier Field, 1 o'clock kickoff. Arizona, Minnesota, 1 o'clock kickoff. You have Cleveland and the defending Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs, at 1 o'clock tomorrow. Seattle and Green Bay at Lambeau Field tomorrow at 1 o'clock, day game. You have tomorrow night, under the lights, final NFL preseason games, the Jets and the Giants. Cincinnati will be in Washington. The Tampa Bay Bucks hosting Baltimore. Miami will be in Jacksonville tomorrow night to battle the Jags. The Rams will take on Denver in Denver. And the one that matters, the Raiders, my boys. The Raiders will take on the Cowboys tomorrow night at AT&T Stadium in Big D. And then the last one that will be for the preseason on Sunday, Houston will be in New Orleans Battle of the Saints. So that is your NFL preseason schedule. Last night, again, Steelers all over the Falcons 24-0. And the Colts beat the Eagles 27-13. And even in an NFL preseason game, that for all points, for everything, that you would sit and look at it, you would think it doesn't matter, and it it does. But my point is, when you get shut out even in an NFL preseason game, to me, there's cause for concern. But that's just me. But you get beat 24-0. I know it doesn't matter, but it does matter, if that makes any sense. But still, to be shut out for an NFL preseason game, 24-0, in this case, Steelers over the Falcons. If I was in Atlanta, I'd be doing some head scratching going, we can't even score in a preseason game when you're not even playing your regulars. You'd like to think it's the second and even 13 players you could score, even a field goal, but they didn't. So, anyway, 24-0 Steelers win it last night, and that was, again, in Atlanta. Hello, Brian Kraft. How you doing, sir? We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We'll run down the entire high school football schedule for tonight. And our broadcast, we will have video and audio tonight on the road at Burke Tony Stadium in Morristown. So we will be back, and we will do just that. We'll take a look at the big schedule tonight. Busy night in high school football. As I've said all week long, it's true. You wait all summer to get here, and you blink, you're already in week 2. And, tomorrow morning they'll start working on week 3, and a third of the season will be done next weekend. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. 121 till Christmas Eve. That's crazy, too. Quick break for our brand-new title sponsor, Elizabethton Ford. You're watching the Tom Taylor Sports Show at Food City in Elizabethton. I'm with Lynn Freeman, the general manager of Elizabethton Ford, and also Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. What's going on? What's happening down here, my friend?
Lots and lots of good things. It's game day, folks, but we're here and we're always ready to give a good deal. We got 10% off on both new and select inventory here at Ford and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We have a huge inventory of both new and pre-owned cars, paying extra dollars for trade-in, but then we're willing to go the extra mile for you. Good luck, Elizabethton. Let's win another championship this year.
There you go. Lynn Freeman, general manager of Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Elizabethton.
All right, we ready for story time? Yes, Warren?
Mrs. Turner, for your last day, we would like to tell the story.
Okay.
Once upon a time, in this town, a little girl named Meredith Turner was born. And she grew up right here.
She went to this very school and graduated right here. She went away for a short time to learn to be a teacher.
But she came back to teach right here.
She got married and raised a family right here. Our moms and dads had you as their teacher right here.
And we do too. So right here, we'd all like to say,
We love you, Mrs. Turner!
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, look who stopped by. I know yesterday he had class, got busy, and I totally get that. He's a teacher. He's got to be. Sometimes he can't get here when he wants to, but he came today. That's what I appreciate. How you doing, sir?
Doing great. Game day. Fired
Game day.
up.
Whoo! Put me in, Coach. Yeah. We'll talk about Science Hill in a moment. Let's go back to last night. The T.A. Duggar Cyclones, Brock's going to be here in a little while, 52-6 over Sevier Middle School. So you've beat them 50-0, Boone, 52-6 last night. Our JV won, again, 42-6. So our kids are playing hard, T.A. Duggar.
Strong performance by our middle school, off to a really good start. No surprising for me. Those guys work really hard, coaches and players. We got a great middle school football program that's done a great job. Those guys work all summer, executing and practicing. The kids have done a great job of executing their plays and assignments. I think last night was really cool because we had 3 interceptions. We forced some turnovers on defense and what really was an offense. But 38 points in one quarter is pretty impressive, regardless of what what level you're playing at. But those coaches and kids have done a great job.
Our three players of the game were Jacob Clevenger, Micah Matheson, and Ryan Jones. In fact, Ryan's granddad was watching in Nebraska, which I thought was pretty cool. We had 7 or 8 states watching the broadcast last night, the stream. So, again, they're 2-0 heading to Crockett next Thursday in Jonesboro. We're 1-0 heading tonight down the road, taking on Morristown West. They won last week 42-12 over Morristown East. But let's back up. We really hadn't had a chance to talk about the Science Hill game. But, again, our kids came off the bus. They were focused.
Strong performance. Guys were ready. They were locked in, zeroed in on the game plan. Thought we got off to a great start with our execution offensively. Guys, receivers were downfield blocking, helping us get going. But guys really focused in and zeroed in on our first drive, first series. I thought as the game went along, we had some explanation points in the game. We finished the first half. We had a strong third quarter to start the game. We were still playing really hard in the fourth quarter. So our conditioning was really good. Our strength level was really good. We played fast. We played physical. We dominated in all 3 areas of the game. Special teams was really on point. Turnovers we forced. So we did a really good job on those. Really, really super proud of how our guys really played, but more importantly, how we prepared. We were focused. We were locked in. We were dialed in, and it was good to see us play as good as we did.
Thought a big play in the football game. I know Blevins' interception was huge, and it was, but I thought right before halftime, Wallen bats that ball down on a 4th and 6. If Science Hill scores that, they go in and they get the second half kickoff. He batted it down. They didn't score. I thought that was big.
Well, credit to Science Hill. After we got the interception, made it 21-0, they went right back down the field and scored. They got a stop against us, and then they were pushing the ball and scoring drive to try to score right before half. But our guys zeroed in, locked in. That was huge, to go in 21-7, then start the third quarter. But, that was big for us. We had critical 4th down stops. I felt like they went to some wildcat situations, and even down on the goal line, we really stuffed them in those areas. So just overall, collectively, our offense line probably had as good as a first game as we've ever had, just picking up blitzes, getting on the linebackers. Our pass protection was pretty good all night long. So just very complimentary football. And we had a number of guys playing both sides, contributing and helping our substitution. The only thing that kind of got us a little bit was that not having the play clock. We couldn't see how much time. That kind of got us twice. But just overall, just super proud of the guys, how hard we played. And we put in a lot of work to come out and play that well, and it was good to see.
Last year, we had breakdowns in the kicking game. This year, we didn't. Our kicking game was spot on.
We had 2 punts inside the 10-yard line. We had 4 touchbacks, punt return to set up a score. And so we did a phenomenal job there. Our kickoff return, we're solid. We went in and fair catch 2 passes, or 2 kicks to make sure that we just possessed the ball. So that overall, that was really good. And then, we had 2 interceptions and a forced fumble. The forced fumble was our second scoring opportunity there. So a number of guys stepped up and made plays. What's really cool to see, Tom, is we've had a lot of guys that have waited for their turn and their time to shine. Eli Blevins, you missed it. Cam Baker, both sides of the ball. I thought Bryson Rowland played a really good game at the corner position. Our safeties did a good job between Zach Wall and Luke and Dry. So we did a good, phenomenal job helping in our linebacker core. What can you say? Justice had a great game the first time at the Mike Backer. Holzer and Zeth were flying around making plays. So it was really cool to see. And then we knew when they started getting a running game going, we knew they were going to box our defensive ends out, who played a phenomenal game, and Mason Ball and Ben Adams. But I thought 63 and 67, Eli Guess and Landon Hughes were strong on the inside.
We called their names a lot. Again, you and I have been around this a long time. You played it, you coached it here. For me, since I've been doing the Cyclones, which I'm honored to do, the atmosphere of their last Friday night was, I say the word electric, but it really was electric.
Well, it was hot for one, but at 6 o'clock, and Cyclone Nation was there to support us. That was big for us, especially for a 7 o'clock kickoff, and we needed that. We weren't supposed to go out till 6:50. Our guys were in the tunnel at 6:40. They were all ready to go out, and but our preparation was on key. On that first drive, we got Mason Ball in there on 2 plays that helped us score. So, I thought that, we feeded off the energy. It's going to be tonight. We're going to even feed off it more because, at Science Hill Stadium, you got that big track, so the stands are really back. But tonight at Morristown West, Tom, you're going to get a lot like ours, they're going to be right on top of you. So Cyclone Faithful can get there, show up, and show out. We could really use your support tonight.
We play Morristown West, Burke Tony Stadium. We'll be there on air. We'll go at 6:55, kickoff at 7:30. Last week, they win 42-12. They had a touchdown by Caleb Miller. Isom, the quarterback, ran one in. They put together a 12-play drive. They got a 48-yard pass from Isom to Rosen. Zion McCarthy had a 12-yard run, and Cam Richards, young man who had over 100 yards rushing, he transferred over from Morristown East. So these guys put 42 on the board. First one came off Andrew Victory. He's 6'6" and 300-pounder. He recovered a fumble in the end zone. So 42-12 coming up again last week. Tonight they've got the Cyclones. What's the scouting report on them?
Big football team, like to run it. Got a really good, solid tight end and H-back, number 9 and 24. Quarterback returns for his senior season. You mentioned the running back they got from Morristown East. He's a second effort running guy. They run a lot of H-back runs, tight end runs. They also run some stretch zone to try to get outside. A little bit of play action pass. Number 24, the H-back, caught 2 passes from the H-back, kind of circling out the backfield against Morristown East. And but really big football team. Right tackles, a monster at over 300 pounds. They got a nose tackle that's over 300 pounds. A team that likes to run the football and stuff the run. So we got our hands cut out for us tonight.
Video, audio tonight. Another point, I thought this was interesting last Friday night. The heat, our kids didn't cramp up. We're in good shape. You keep them hydrated. Tonight's going to be even hotter down there on the turf. So I guess conditioning and hydration is going to be key.
Well, we've pushed it this week, Tom. We really try to, get the mindset of really what it's going to take. But we did a phenomenal job last week. Our guys were ready to go. We fueled up, and we've done the same. So we've gotten a little bit of work each day this week to kind of cut it back some to get off the field. A lot more film opportunities, more rest. The toughest thing, obviously, is when you come off a big game like Science Hill. People don't realize that's a really good Science Hill football team. That's a physical football game.
Yep.
It takes you a day or 2, sometimes 3, to get your body back moving, especially for the Hogs and the guys up front. So, we just really try to polish up. We made a lot of mistakes, but our effort and our intensity and energy really covered up those mistakes. So we really try to point out the corrections we needed to make, and hopefully, we have another strong performance tonight. But, just kicking game's got to be solid, get off to a really good start offensively. As long as our defense is really good, we don't give up the big play. How many points can our defense hold them to? So, offensively, if we don't turn off the ball, we put ourselves in great situations. Last week we only threw the ball 11 times. Hopefully tonight, we're trying to keep that under 15. Really see if we can do a great job of get Holzer and Zeth Mullins and Jay Bird opportunities in there to really run the football. And then, sprinkle it out, spread the ball out to, Dry, to Luke Whaley, Cam Baker, to Eli Blevins when we need it.
Mason Ball
will be in there quite a bit. Get him on both sides. We feel like Andrew Blevins and Kyler McGovern are working really hard at the defensive end positions. I think the style of football play that Morristown West plays tonight will be good for those guys because they're really, really strong and they can set the edge. So we do got Xavier Smalls back at the inside defensive tackle. So now it gives us a four-man rotation at the defensive end and a four-man rotation at the defensive tackle position. And then, biggest thing too comes back from our consistency of our offensive line, Tom. They've got to protect the queue and give us some creases to run the ball. We got to run the ball hard. As long as we don't turn it over, we got a chance to have a big game tonight.
Last thing before I let you go. Hello, David Garland. Hello to Doug Tittle. Hello, Carl Wilson, Tim Hobbs. Their coach said, what a great comment to this program, to the system, I call it, the Cyclone system. Said they're coming next week expecting to win. He said this last Friday night. Their coach, and he said, they come expecting to win. They come with a championship pedigree. I just think that speaks volumes about our program.
Well, it does. And I think Morristown West, credit to them, they do play a tough schedule. They took Greenville to the wire last year, all the way to 2 minutes in the game, fourth quarter. So, we know with that statement, Tom, that they've prepared, they've locked in, they've zeroed in, they've had a great week of preparation. We know we're going to get the best version of Morristown West. At the same time, they're going to get the best version of ourselves. So the old coaching statement is you make a lot of progress from game 1 to game 2. We correct our mistakes from last week. We're going to have a big time football game tonight. Going to be a great environment, great opportunity. Elizabeth Morristown West has not played in 18 years. They've heard about us. We've scrimmaged. But tonight we're going to be in front of a new crowd. They've read articles about Elizabeth, and they've maybe followed us. They've seen clippings, highlights, but they've not seen our fans and our football team really on live action. So it's a great opportunity for us to show what our program's about, how hard our kids have worked, and really what kind of team we have.
You like this team, don't you?
I do like this team. You know, I think we got ourselves a football team.
Amen.
It reminds us a lot of the teams that we've had that we've been really good. You know, we do have some stars, but Friday night was really about the team as collective. You called out a bunch of team name guys throughout the thing, but it was really everybody did their job. We got more guys helping on both sides of the ball, which was really good. We're intact. We've got 2 kickers. You know, we actually had Justin Whitehead punt as well. So, you know, we just got an opportunity to be a really good football team. And, you know, the thing is, Tom, as I try to tell these guys is, you know, you don't have to go out there and have an S on your chest, you know. All you got to do is just be you. Just be you and be the best version of yourself. Like, we don't need Superman out there. We just need guys to do their job and do it the best of their ability, play really hard, play as a team. I thought offense was cheering for the defense and vice versa. And then we've done a good job of trying to create starters on special teams. We've got dynamic kick returners, punt returners. We feel like that can be an opportunity to help us score and set up good field position. So I do like this team. I think quarterbacks played really well last week. I feel like we got 2 that can play at any time. So, you know, hopefully we can keep this rolling and we'll be set in a really good position after tonight.
Safe travel. See you down there.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Go Cyclones. Man, oh, man, he gets me fired up. Whew. Put me in, Coach. He said, you'd hurt somebody. Hello, Buster Snyder in West Virginia. How you doing, sir? David Garland, hello. Doug Tittle, Carl Wilson, Tim Hobbs, Charlie Hutchins. Let's run down. Jimmy Stout down in Georgia. Let's run down who's playing where tonight in high school football. It's ours a 7:30 kickoff. Put it back for the heat. You heard Coach say we're hydrating them all week long, especially the hogs up front. They got to have a lot of water. Keep them hogs cooled down. Sciennesville to Anderson County tonight. Greenville to Dobbins-Smith. Those are 7:30s. Hampton to Johnson County. Iroquois County to Happy Valley. Thomas Walker will be at Cumberland Gap. And Oakdale to Jellicoe. That's your 7:30 games. Your 7 o'clock games tonight. Westridge at Daniel Boone. Sevier County at Jeff County. William Blount at Carnes. Cherokee at Crockett. You have Tennessee High at Sullivan East tonight. Granger at Chucky Doak. Pigeon Forge, the Tigers hosting Northview Academy. Lakeway Christian will be in Churchill to battle Volunteer. Hampton will be at Johnson County. We told you that one. Union County at Claiborne. West Green will be up on the mountain in Cloudland tonight. And that'll be a cool place to be tonight. Literally cool. Normally we're talking about the cold, Cloudland, but today 93, heat index 95. So rainy day here in Cross Lanes. Michael Carver, high wind warning for the Mo West area tonight. Cyclones are coming. Oh, you got it. They really don't. He's right. They really don't know what's coming. The fan base of this school is unbelievable. I mean, I'm just telling you. Been around a lot of schools, a lot of years. They've all been good in their own right, but I'm telling you, they get down tonight. It's an orange out. Everybody's going to have orange on, ringing them cowbells. You have about, I don't know, 80 to 100 cowbells up there ringing for 4 quarters. It gets on your nerves, I guarantee it. So, anyway, hello, Danny Thompson. How you doing? Going to be a good year. Oh, yes, it is. So, I'm telling you, I don't step out on that limb very often, but I'm going to step out on this limb. We've got a good football team in Elizabethton. Are we a state championship? Who knows? That's a long way down the road. I know we have a good football team. I know that. You take them one at a time. That is his approach and the way it should be. You take them one at a time, and tonight is number 2. As I said at the outset of the show, it's crazy. You wait all summer, and now tonight you get ready for week number 3, which will be a third of the season next Friday night. It's like boom, 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 boom. Hello, Patsy Lyons. Hello, Michael Carver. Danny Thompson, we said hello to you. Buster, yeah, Buster's another great show. Thank you. You're very kind, Buster. Next time I get up to West Virginia, I'm going to look you up. So I want to reconnect. He and my childhood buddy used to go play basketball all the time, and we would go to the West Virginia Conference State Tournament, and it's cool. We used to hang out. His dad would take us. His mom would take us, drop us off, and, of course, back then you didn't have to worry about being dropped off at a ball game because it was a different time period. But, yeah, we had a good time. Growing up and playing basketball, Buster could play. Whew. Me oh my. He drove to the hole. It was just about automatic, but he drove to the hole. So anyway, hello Buster up in West Virginia. Thank you. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll take a look at Major League Baseball. Then Shirley and Ethel are ready to come on, and they're going to talk flowers. It's the number for those of you not familiar with Food City, there's 150 some stores in the chain, and these two ladies right here are the number one floral department in the entire chain. Now you think about that. That is unbelievable. And they're going to show you some flowers coming up next that you can get at any Food City. Also talking a little bit later on Major League Baseball. Jeff will be here at the top of the hour talking NASCAR, getting ready for the big one coming up on Saturday, tomorrow night, to decide who's going to be in the playoffs. It's really down to three guys, Bubba Wallace, Daniel Suarez, and Ty Gibbs. And there's some other guys, but that's the three in the points. Anyway, I'll let him tell you all about that. Coming up at the top of the hour, a little bit later on, Brock Pittman will stop by, talk about the middle school football team we mentioned earlier in the show. He had 88 kids on the team. It's unbelievable. 88 kids on a middle school football team. And they're averaging 51 points a game. They've outscored their opponent 102-6 in the first two games, their opponents. 102-6. That's incredible. Quick break. Back after this. We're live in Food City in Elizabethton on the show number 1916 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We have an all-orange window. Everything you can think of, balls, books, glasses, plaques, trophies, stuffed animals, flags, you name it. Everything Tennessee orange.
It's there in the window, called a Vols window, and the obvious, a lot of fall stuff coming in. Tell me about it.
Lots of fall stuff, lots of fabric pumpkins, ceramic pumpkins. We got fall flags. We've got fall tea towels, fall tablecloths and linens. We've got some skeletons and mummies and ghosts, a little bit of everything.
So tell folks about the Eagle Center. Tell us where it's at and what it's all about.
Eagle Center is downtown Elizabethton, and we're open on Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5. We have antiques, of course, home decor, collectibles, books, lamps, handmade jewelry. We have art. We have just a little bit of everything to decorate your home, have parties, whatever your needs are, we have them.
Social media?
We have social media on Facebook, the Eagle Center Facebook page, and of course we have great advertisement with the Tom Taylor Show.
Thank you very much. One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Football, the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Well, in our office, we understand that there are a lot of patients out there that have dental phobias. And here we try to provide a warm, caring environment for our patients where the patients get the highest level dental care possible, at the same time receiving it in a warm environment where they feel comfortable receiving that care.
Things you offer.
We offer dentistry for the whole family, from the little ones all the way up to grandparents. We provide cleanings, we provide fillings, crowns, bridges, cosmetic dentistry. We restore implants. We try to provide excellent dental care for the whole family.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We are live here again. We are on the road at Food City in Elizabethton. It is Deals for Days weekend. Let's run down a couple of the deals. We'll take a look at college football, and we'll take a look at Major League Baseball from last night and today. Again, Gatorade hot down here. It's going to be in the 90s again today with the heat index up around 100. Now, next week's going to drop back down to the 70s, but it's going to be, never mind. He's here. I don't need to do this. He's here. All I need is, you going to give me that Snapple?
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it.
Yeah, good.
Are
Huh?
we on?
Oh, we're on, yeah.
Okay.
We're on. So,
Elvis is in the building.
Elvis is in the
How you
building.
doing?
Good. This is your final Final Friday of the show.
Final Friday show. Yeah.
He's retiring next Thursday.
Yeah.
Out of here.
Be a good day, I hope.
Yeah.
I still got a few more days to go, though.
Yep.
Still got room for him to
Well.
lay me off, I guess.
Yeah. Get laid off. I brought you something.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Well, bless
So,
your heart.
in fact, I was supposed to be in Gray today, and I called and I said, I'm not going to Gray. I'm coming over here to see my buddy because it's his last Friday together. We've been doing this
Years, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, longer than I can remember.
Let's see. You've been here how long? How many years?
I've been at this store just short of 12 years, almost
Yeah,
12
well,
years.
we've
It
been
would have
doing-
been 12 years in November.
We've been doing it 12 years. I've been doing it 20 with the company, so I've been coming to see Les for 12 years. So I'm not going to let him get away and doing his last show and just ride off in the sunset without giving him something. So I have a few things for you.
Well,
So, yeah. So, in no particular order, I got him so he can, when he gets out mowing the yard, whatever, I got him a Tom Taylor Sports ball
that's
cap.
great. I wouldn't mow the yard in that.
On the back of it, I think it says Go Cyclones. It
Go
does.
Cyclones. Well, that's
Right.
great.
Oh, I'm not
Love
done.
it.
So your favorite beverage. I got you a couple of Tom Taylor Sports koozies. Go Cyclones. Got you those.
Well,
You can open this up right there. You can take a look at that one.
I take a look at that.
Yeah.
How about you? You didn't have to do this.
You didn't have to be nice to him
Go
for 12
Cyclones.
years.
Tom Taylor.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm gonna treasure this. I don't know. Stuff like this I don't like to wear. I just like to put it up. I'm one of those people. I really like it. I don't wear it.
Amen.
People like that are around.
I got me a George Jones T-shirt at the concert. I won't wear it. It hangs in my closet.
Well, that's me.
Because the possum. I don't want
Because the
to
possum.
spill something on it because George Jones, I could listen to him sing all day long. Here's the last thing. It ain't no biggie, but it's just stuff. I want you to know how much I'm going to miss you.
Well, I
So,
tell you what, that's great.
You got to open it up, pull it out. There's more.
Open it up.
Yeah,
pull
there
it
it is.
out.
Yeah, there it is. It's a little.
Tom Taylor Sports.
There you go. Little. What is that little?
We've been together for years.
Yeah, 12
And that's
years.
the first time I ever got anything, Pat.
Yeah, yeah.
But thank you anyway. I guess we all.
He's put up with me
started
for
on-
12 years. At least I knew to get a man a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's great.
And a couple of koozies and a ball cap.
I mean, you're a legend to me.
Yeah. We're friends. That's the main thing. We're buddies.
Legend, yeah, we're friends.
And we're
We
going to miss.
truly are.
I'm telling you, Food City's going to miss this man. He does. Been so good at his store. He's built it. It's increased in sales in large part because of his leadership, and he hires good people. He's a smart man. When he interviews people, he knows who's going to be a keeper and who's not. So he's had good people along the way. So,
Yeah, it's been a great experience and
Yeah.
a good ride.
Yeah, it has been a good
really
ride.
I'd do it all over again. How many times can we say
Absolutely.
that? You know,
Absolutely.
When you go down the end of the road, you say, I'd do all that over again.
His
Change it.
replacement, whoever it'll be, I guess it'll be here next week. But his replacement will have big shoes to fill, I can tell you. And there'll be somebody good. Food City will bring somebody in here. This is one of the top stores in the company, so they're not going to bring any rum dum in here. So whoever gets it is going to be somebody that has to walk in and hit the ground running, and they will. So anyway, I want you to know that you mean the world to me.
Hey,
I ain't gonna
thank
tear
you.
up on you, but I ain't gonna start snotting and snorting, but I.
Okay.
But I do think the world of you.
It's been, it's just been such a great experience working with you.
Yeah.
I mean, can't say enough about that. It's been great, and I tell all my people here that too. When I say help Tom do a show, he's great, makes it easy, and very much appreciated.
So when I come here in September, I'm going to look at. He's not going to be here. He'll be out on the lake somewhere fishing, doing whatever. And I'm going to go. You never know how good the water tastes till the well goes dry. Les ain't here, so there you go. So
All righty,
there we go.
there we
Deals
go.
for days. Sell
Deals
some,
for days. You want me
for
to
the
hit?
last time. Sell
the
some
last
groceries,
time.
would you please?
Well, we've got with a purchase $25 store brand items. We've got ground chuck for $1.99, which is great. We've got some seedless watermelon $3.99 with our digital coupon, so we can always help the restaurant someone that can't download one. We got snow crab cluster $6.99, right bacon $6.99 for the 24 ounce. And this is the biggie here. We got Pepsi product in the cube for $7.99 for today and tomorrow. And we've got plenty of them. I'm well stocked on those. I will not run out. So Pepsi product in the cube, the 24 cubes, $7.99. Got Little Debbie snack cakes, $2.99. We've got our Mayfield novelty ice cream, 2 for $5. Got some Gatorade, 2 for $11. And I was just looking back here. We got a fantastic deal on some Kellogg's cereal back there, $2.49. I think it's 20. Look like 9.5 to 18 ounce boxes, and we've got our Screaming Sicilian pizzas, $4.99. We've got also digital coupon for sale. Laundry detergent, $9.99. That's a $3 discount off its regular price of $12.99. Good buy there. Today and tomorrow also mustard potato salad, $2.99. Snack cuts back and produce, 3 for $5. Black Forest ham in our Baker Deli, $6.99. Coffee Mate creamer, we all use that. Favorite, $3.49 for the 32-ounce container. Food Club salmon, $2.99. Good buy there. Folgers coffee, $7.99. Chicken of the sea tuna, 75 cents a can. They got some sardines back there. Chicken of the sea also, limit 12. Nabisco Oreo cookies, Ritz crackers, $2.99. Peter Pan 40-ounce container, a jar of Peter Pan peanut butter, which we'll all be using that before long, making candy for the holidays.
Amen.
Except me. $4.99 for the 40-ounce. Almond Breeze almond milk, $2.49. Imperial spread, 99 cents for 16-ounce. Cheez-Its, $2.79. Funables snacks, fruit snacks, $1.89. Hot Pockets, $1.88. And we've got some Cottonelle Bath tissue on sale with a coupon for $3.99. So very, very good items for a 2-day sale. In our weekly ad, let me hit a little bit of that. We've got some good items there. We've got our 4150 cooked shrimp, $7.99 a pound. We've got $4.99 ground round. We've got seedless California sea grapes, $1.49. Loose corn, 10 for $5. Got shortcut meals, or HMR home replacement meals, 2 for $12. And on down, oh yeah, the big one here. We've got our Food Club large eggs, 4 for $5. That's $1.25 a dozen for Food Club large eggs.
Wow.
Can't miss that, and I don't see a limit on that also. So that we've got plenty of those, and very good ad. Worth coming in and stocking up.
Absolutely.
Up your pantry at home.
We've got the girls coming on here in a second. Shirley and Ethel, the number 1 floral department in the store, in the chain, rather. And then your Baker Deli lady, you're going to get her to come on too, right?
Right.
Yeah, Shannon. So.
Explain what she's got.
Yep. All right.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate
I don't know how to close this out.
See you today.
Don't know how to close this one out after 12 years, but we're going to close it out, I reckon.
This has been a pleasant surprise having you over here today.
Yep. I rearranged my schedule so I can be here to hang out with you. So.
Well, great.
Yep.
I'll be seeing you.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Yep.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, yes. So, and he's turned me on to Snapple. He got this new drink over here, and I've never had Snapple, and so a Snapple half and half lemonade and iced tea. Man, it's good. So, I'm gonna go get you one. So, okay. Excuse me. You do that. Let me clear my throat. And I appreciate that very much. All right, college football tomorrow, top 25. 2 games on tap. 2:30 tomorrow, 13th ranked Notre Dame starts the season at home against the Navy, the Naval Academy. And then Southern Cal tomorrow night, number 6. You know, the pollsters are all about the Trojans. I don't know. I'm not sold on them, but that's me. But they're okay. Number 6 in the country. I don't think so, but that's me. But they are. It doesn't matter what I think. Southern Cal's number 6 in the country, hosting San Jose State tomorrow night at the Coliseum in Los Angeles. And so that's coming up there for tomorrow night. Jeff Birchfield's in the house. He's going to join us coming up here in just a second. Let me run down real quick some Major League Baseball, and we'll get him in talking NASCAR. It's going to be a big, big weekend in Daytona tomorrow night. Hello, Dixie McDuffie. Hello, Joey Hilbert. Hello, John Lee, Pete Taylor. Hello to Rick Ranson down in Pensacola, Buster Snyder in West Virginia. Excuse me, Jimmy Stout in Georgia. Thank you all for being with us. All right, Major League Baseball. Who's playing where tonight? Everything under the lights. Houston and Detroit. Yankees in Tampa Bay. Washington will be in Miami. Colorado and Baltimore. The Phillies hosting the Cardinals. Cubs will take on Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Cleveland on the road to Toronto. The Dodgers open up a series at Fenway in Boston. You have the Angels and the Mets in New York. Oakland and Chicago, the White Sox. San Diego, Milwaukee. Texas and Minnesota to continue that series. Top 2 teams, the American League West, American League Central battling. Cincinnati will continue their series in Arizona. The Braves travel to San Francisco. Spencer Strider on the mound, 14-4 against Logan Webb, 9-9 tonight in San Francisco. And Kansas City will be at Seattle. Quick look at the standings. It goes like this. Orioles lead Tampa Bay by 2 in the East. In the Central, Minnesota 6 better than Cleveland. In the West, Texas leads the Mariners by 1 and the Astros by 1. So the Rangers have lost 7 in a row, 8 out of 10, and their lead's gone. It's down to 1 game now. Seattle and Houston chasing them for the American League West leadership. National League, Braves for the Braves. They won 2 in a row and 7 out of 10. They lead Philadelphia by 13.5. It's a runaway. Central Division, Milwaukee with a 3-game lead over the Cubs, 4-game lead over the Reds. Milwaukee's won 5 in a row, 7 out of 10. And the Dodgers sit on top of the West. They have won 2 in a row and 8 out of 10. They lead the Arizona Diamondbacks, who've won 5 in a row. They lead them by 12 games. Wild card in the National League, if we stop today, the Phillies, the Cubs, and Arizona would be the 3 teams. It is very, very tight. San Francisco, Cincinnati are a half game back. The Marlins are 2 games back. Oh, baby, here it is. Bless your... Huh? Oh, I don't care. It's all right. This right here be good for the throat. That'll put a little zing in you. That's good right there. In American League, Tampa Bay, Seattle, Houston are the top 3 right now. Toronto a game and a half back. Boston 3.5 back. So tight races this weekend in Major League Baseball. Again, battling for those wild card spots. But again, let's don't jump to the gun here. They play all month long in September, down to the final weekend. So you got 30-some. What we got? Today is the 25th. You got 6 days. You got about 36 days left of the regular season. So we won't get too wound up about it because there's a lot of baseball to be played. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll be joined by him, my buddy Jeff Birchfield, talking NASCAR. Is it going to be Bubba Wallace? Is it going to be Daniel Suarez? Is it going to be Ty Gibbs? Or will it be somebody else? That last playoff spot, it'll be decided tomorrow night. And Jeff Birchfield, our resident NASCAR expert from the Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News, will tell us about it next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, live at Food City in Elizabethton. It's brand spanking new.
Yeah, so this is their studded heart necklace. It's got a clasp that you can wear in the front, and then you can also put beads on it.
Yep.
And it's $165.
$165. All right, tell you about this one.
And then this is their signature bracelet, which typically is what everybody goes with, and it is $65.
$65, all right. And we got a ring. Tell us about the ring.
This is a new 3-stone blue CZ colored ring, and it's $115.
Yep. All right. Got more show and tell.
Yeah, so I thought we'd do something. You know, Halloween's coming up. They're also coming out with some new charms, but I love that little pumpkin. I think he's cute.
It is cute.
He's $60.
$60, all right, for the pumpkin from Pandora.
And then this is a vampire with heart.
Vampire with a heart. Oh,
in the
yeah.
center, yeah. And that one was $70.
$70, yep. These are new. All right.
This is a new charm that they just came out with. I love it. It's got the moon, star, and sun, moon, and star dangle.
Mm-hmm.
And
don't let the computer camera sell you. Come see it in person.
It's $85.
$85, all right.
And then these are new. It's the birthstone earrings. So, and I'm gonna just show you an example of. This is August, and they're $60.
Okay.
And then this is September.
Awesome.
But we have them in, January through December.
All of them, right? All the months. Yeah.
All of them.
Some of the things you can see, folks, here again at the Jewelers Bench, your full-service, full-time jewelry store in Elizabeth and Carter County. Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook and Instagram.
Right. Phone number?
Phone number is 423-542-5600.
Hours are open.
Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6. Saturday, 9:30 to 2.
Ship all over the country.
We do.
And a very liberal, easy layaway plan.
Yep, as long as you're making payments.
That's
monthly.
it. That's it. All right here at the Jewelers Bench, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports.
We're all picky about our produce, and whether you're a thumper, a sniffer, a squeezer, or just plain particular, we promise no one is more picky about produce than Food City. That's why we're introducing our Picky Promise. Whether it's from farms down the road or tropical produce from the ends of the earth, we guarantee it's fresh or we'll replace it. You see, we're picky about produce, so you don't have to be.
Back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Look who stopped by, our buddy Jeff Birchfield, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you, Tom?
Doing great. Thank you for stopping by and spending some time with us, and we certainly appreciate that. So tomorrow night it's down to one race, one slot. 15 guys are in. Let me read them off for you, the ones that are nailed down. He already knows this, but for your all's benefit. In no particular order, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, all those two are racing for the championship. We'll get into that in a moment. The other guys that are in for sure: William Byron, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Ross Chastain, Ryan Blaney, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Michael McDowell are definitely in the hunt for the championship. Playoffs start next week. One guy who's not in there but can get in there if he wins, and it's the only way he's going to get in, is Chase Elliott. Still hard to believe. Most popular driver in NASCAR, maybe on the outside looking in.
Well, he did miss those 7 races, the 6 with the snowboarding accident, and then the one where he's suspended after the wreck in Charlotte with he and Denny Hamlin. So that's what sort of got him behind the 8 ball. Sort of same with his teammate Alex Bowman, who missed 4 races after getting hurt in a sprint car race.
Yep, and so they get ready to go tomorrow night. Again, they'll drop the flag for the Coke Zero 400 tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. All right, so you're down to explain it. You got Bubba Wallace. Those 15 guys are in. They take 16. So you got Wallace hanging by the hair of his chinny chin chin. Suarez and Gibbs on the outside looking in want to take that spot. Wallace wants to defend it and not let him have it. So give me the scenario, would you please?
Well, if one of the guys who's like 1 through 15 win, then probably Bubba Wallace is probably going to get in. Although Ty Gibbs is, if Bubba would have some early trouble in the race, and it is Daytona after all, where, anything can happen to big multi-car wrecks, then Ty Gibbs would have a shot. Both of them get in a wreck, then probably Daniel Suarez has a shot. But, it's looking like if it does come down to points, Bubba's probably in the driver's seat on that.
So if you're Bubba Wallace, you either want yourself to win or one of these 15 guys who already won to win.
Yeah, I was listening to Denny Hamlin, who's one of his car owners' podcast earlier in the week, and he said the strategy Bubba should employ is just ride right behind Ty Gibbs. Wherever Ty Gibbs goes, Bubba goes, and that way, if Ty Gibbs is in a wreck, Bubba's, Bubba gets caught up in it, probably, not going to lose a lot of points to Ty, So he said he'd try to find them on the track and run with them all day.
Good way to look at it. All right, so these guys will win if they win, they're in. Bubba Wallace, Ty Gibbs, Daniel Suarez, A.J. Allmendinger, Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, Austin Cindric, who's an average finish of 10th place in any race at Daytona, so he's got a good chance. Justin Haley, based on his numbers. Ryan Preece, Eric Almirola, Todd Gillian, Corey LaJoie, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon, Harrison Burton, Chase Briscoe, and Ty Dillon. So these guys, if any of these guys, if they win, they're in. So Cindric finishes good at Daytona, around 10th. You've got Austin Dillon finishing 15th. And some of these guys have already won down at Daytona. Cindric, Haley, Almirola, Jones, and Dillon. Does that help you if you won it before? Or does it make a difference?
Yeah, definitely does. I think, if I had to pick favorites out of that, I would pick Chase Elliott because I think the Chevy camp, they really want him in. So I think, they'll try to draft with him. But also, I was listening to Bubba Spotter earlier in the week, Freddie Kraft, and he was talking about the guy he's most worried about is Austin Cindric because the Fords have been so strong at Daytona, and then you already have Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney are already in there. So, they should probably draft with him and get those Penske cars up front. And, Austin's won the Daytona 500 last year, and like you said, his average finish there's 10.5. The other guy on that list who I think probably has the best shot is maybe going to surprise some people a little bit, but I really think Justin Haley. He's proven to be a great restrictor. Well, we still call them restrictor plate tracks, even though they use the tapered spacers now. But the thing is with him, he's another guy who's like when he's in Xfinity Series has won a lot of races on those style tracks, those super speedways. So, he's really good at the drafting as well.
So how do you win at Daytona? I know it's a stupid question, but every track has its own personality, own way to win, get around the track. So how do you navigate Daytona and be there at the end to win it?
Well, Daytona and Talladega obviously are a little different than all the other tracks because they are the super speedways. You do usually have to have a teammate and depend on the draft in some. There's also an art to being able to, stay out of trouble and stuff. And that, we're talking Bubba's done very well at Daytona. He's been a driver that's been able to stay out of trouble. Got a couple of runner-up finishes in the Daytona 500. That's really the big key. Some guys would always employ the strategy of running toward the back, but I've been hearing this week some of the guys saying with these new cars said they don't think you can lay back there like Earnhardt had the famous charge at Talladega, like his very last win before he got killed was like in 2000 where he's like 17th and he goes to the lead in like 4 laps. They don't think with this new car that's going to be quite possible to do that because these cars are so equal and it's a little different drafting with them, the way they're a little boxier and stuff. So I think you're going to have to try to run toward the front there, put yourself in position, going say 10 laps to go or whatever. You got to probably be in that top 10 to win it.
Playoffs start next weekend in Darlington, Labor Day weekend, and then where do they go at? I know they finished that first leg of the playoffs at Bristol in a couple of weeks. What's the middle race?
I think it's Kansas. I could be
wrong.
It is.
You're right. Kansas, yeah.
The thing I love about Darlington, obviously, next week is the big throwback weekend, so they always have the cars and stuff, with the old paint schemes and all that. So that's always a lot of fun.
Yeah. Will it be the Southern 500?
Yeah, that's the Southern 500.
I know one year they switched the name once, so it's back to the Southern 500. So
yeah, I think maybe Cookout sponsoring it now, like the Cookout Southern 500.
Yeah. One year is Bojangles, but it's still the Southern 500. That's a trophy they all want to win, too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's one they call one of the crown jewels, which, like we've talked before, it sometimes rubs people the wrong way here in the Tri-Cities because they don't consider the Bristol night race. And I don't have a problem with Darlington. I mean, that was their first big super speedway race, on a track larger than a mile was at Darlington and stuff. And that was the biggest race in NASCAR until Daytona 500 came along. But if I had to pick 4 right now, I'd put those 2 races, the Coca-Cola 600 and the Bristol night race. I think Bristol's easily surpassed Indy as a, bigger race than the Indy road course race.
So who wins the race tomorrow night? If I took you to Vegas and said, and I don't gamble, if I took you and said, put it right here on this particular driver, who would you take?
I'm leaning a little bit toward Chase Elliott because I think, the Chevy teams are committed to him, but it is hard to ignore how good those Ford teams have been and Team Penske. I mean, I think it is going to be one of the guys who has to race their way in, so I'm going to go with Austin Cindric to win tomorrow night.
Austin Cindric to win it. There you go. So, and if he wins it, then Bubba Wallace would not be in, right?
Yeah, Bubba will not be in.
Yeah.
Bubba's got a good shot. Like I said, he's a really good driver on those top tracks. Chase, like I said, will be really good because, he won at Talladega last fall and stuff, and a couple other guys, like I said, Justin Haley's a guy I think it would be my dark horse pick down there for sure.
What's your take on Daniel Suarez?
Well, Daniel Suarez, I mean, he had a really good race there at Indy, and then he didn't perform like I thought he would at Watkins Glen. But, yeah, I think the Trackhouse guys, I could see them sticking together, with Ross Chastain trying to push his teammate to the, win there for sure.
And then the last one would be Ty Gibbs.
Yeah, Ty Gibbs, and I mean, I know I'm probably discounting Ty a little bit. I was talking about, I heard Denny was talking about if it comes down to the final lap and say Bubba and Ty's running 1-2, whichever one's leading, like which one would he draft behind? And he said he'd go with the 23 car because, he is part owner in that, even though he does drive for Joe Gibbs Racing.
It'll be fun tomorrow night, folks. There'll be a lot of drama, obviously. It starts tomorrow night at, as we said, they'll drop the green flag at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And that will be the Coke Zero 400, is that right?
Yeah,
Coke
that's
Zero
correct.
Sugar 400.
And like I said, on those style races, I've not been a big fan of those in recent years a lot of times because guys will lay back and then toward the end of the race they'll all make the charge to the front. But I think tomorrow night's going to be a little different, and I'm looking really forward to that race.
High school football tonight, big night. It's hard to believe, as I said earlier in the show, it'll be week number 2. Next week will be week 3. A third of the season will be gone already. So tonight got some interesting matchups. I'm going to put you to the test, see what you think. Greenville at DB. What do you think about that one?
The Green Devils so impressive last week. They beat a Tennessee High team that I think is going to be one of the better teams in the area. So I'm going to go with Greenville, even though the game's at DB, and I know Joey Christian will have those guys prepared, but I'm probably going to pick the Green Devils in that one.
Science Hill at Anderson County tonight. Who you like there?
It's funny. I mean, each of our two largest schools in the area, I'm thinking I'm going to start 0-2 on the season. I'm going with Anderson County on that one.
Daniel Boone tonight hosting Westridge.
Oh, I think that'll be a fantastic game down to the wire. Leaning a little bit toward Westridge on that, even though Daniel Boone had the great season last year, had the tough loss against Irwin, North Carolina. I think I'm going to go with Westridge on that.
Tennessee High at Sullivan East.
I really like that Tennessee High team. I think Sullivan East got a good team this year. Talked to Dane Davis earlier in the week, who's now playing University of Tennessee. He was really excited about that one, but I think the Vikings probably got them this year.
Hampton will go to Johnson County tonight.
Man, fantastic matchup up there, as it always is. That's one of the best rivalries in the area. Really not, promoted as heavily as some of them, but, Hampton, I sort of like Hampton on the road.
And let's see, one more. Unicoi County at Happy Valley.
Oh, yeah, as always. When I was in high school, as always, our big rival was Unicoi County. But, Happy Valley's been struggling lately. Had a tough loss last week against Cloudland. I think Unicoi County in a close one, though. I think Happy Valley gives them a pretty good game tonight.
Elizabethton at Morristown West.
Yeah, Morristown West pretty good this year. Had the big win over Easton season opener, but, Cyclone's very impressive with the win over Science Hill. I like Elizabethton on the road on that one.
What else you working on?
I'm working on probably drag racing this weekend. Bristol Dragway, they'll have the DER bracket series going on up there. Just got all kinds of, things. Had earlier in the week, got to make the trip with the BMS folks down there to Knoxville, where they were honoring, our local kids who are playing for UT, like Dane Davis and Austin Lewis on the football team, and Kobe Backus and Kirby Cannell on the baseball team, and Cameron Sarvis on the softball team, just all of those. It's funny, going and interviewing them now, and I said, all those kids, I saw them grow up, and then I think, well, they're not kids, they're young adults now, and stuff.
You had a great article earlier in the week, too, about Kane, who grew up in Carter County. I thought that was interesting.
Well, he actually grew up in Missouri, but his wife, Crystal, his wife, Crystal's from Carter County, and like I led the story with people that always say, what, Kane's from Hampton there, don't you? And it'd be like, well, yeah, he actually did live in Hampton a while, and then he lived in Carter County, Stone Johnson City off the Milligan Highway there for a while.
His real name is?
Glenn Jacobs. He's
Glenn Jacobs.
Knox County mayor.
And he goes in the ring as?
The Big Red Machine.
Big Red Machine, yep.
Yep.
And I was going to talk about this, too, because...
But he was a really good athlete at Northwest Missouri State, and he was like, or Northeast, I'm sorry, I was right first, but he played both basketball there, and then after he ended up finishing his basketball career, the football coach wanted him to come out, and he actually good enough where he was invited up to the Chicago Bears camp, but he suffered a knee injury, and he wasn't able to, play professionally then.
Wyndham Rotunda, better known as Bray Wyatt, passed away at 36.
Yeah, it was really sad to hear that. A lot of folks around here that watched old NWA wrestling would remember his dad, Mike Rotunda, and then his uncles, of course, the great Barry Wyndham, and his grandpa was Blackjack Mulligan, who is a legend in the sport.
Blackjack Mulligan, his granddad, his uncles Barry and Kendall Wyndham, for one who he was named, passed away at 36. In cause of death, they're not saying. I have no clue what it was, but 36.
I saw one report they were speculating heart problems.
Heart problems?
Stuff,
Yep. So, anyway, Bray Wyatt, better known as Wyndham Rotunda. Am I saying that right? Wyndham?
Mm-hmm.
Wyndham Rotunda passed away at the age of 36. And early this week, Terry Funk died.
Yeah.
At the age of 79. So.
You always grew up. Terry Funk had all those great promos, back in the day and stuff. So. He was fantastic to watch, if you like, especially if you like that physical, as they say, hardcore style of wrestling.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming by, sir. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. Good job as always, our buddy Jeff Birchfield. Hello, Megan and Robert Wolf. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We've got the ladies here. Ethel and Shirley do flowers. The #1 flower department in the entire chain of food cities right here in Elizabethton. They're going to showcase some flowers, and we'll come back and take a look at some college football right after this. From Big John's Closeouts, where they hammer high prices. on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Great sponsors, Mike Barnett from Big John's Closeout. So spring right around the corner, and you sell a lot of steel. Tell us how we get ready for spring cleanup with steel products.
Well, there's as we get a little warmer weather, it gets where people start thinking about, well, what have I got to do to get ready and get prepared? And, one of the things we want to also mention to folks is we have an on-site mechanic. So if you're looking at getting your equipment, as long as it's steel, tuned up or looked over, checked out, or get parts ordered for it that maybe you know that you need, filters and other stuff, we may very well have those in stock. That's something that you can do yourself, or if you would rather, we can get our mechanic to take care of it. He's been turning things out very, very quickly. But a lot of times people, they look to upgrade as they get towards spring. The string trimmer they've got now is a little hard to start, a little wore out. Maybe they've got many years on it, or they've still got a lot of trees down, brush down, so they're looking at maybe chainsaws or whatever of that nature. So, we've got a lot of new product that they can also come in, take advantage of and get it. And like with anything and everything that goes on with that stuff is, Steel has a good product, but they also have a way that you can double your warranty as long as you buy the silver, the ultimate fuel in a 6-pack, like a gallon or a 2-gallon, depending on what mix that you like to use. You can go ahead and double your warranty from 1 to 2 years or 2 to 4 years. So it's sort of a no-brainer, and it works out very well with that. And so, it's something to think about. You're looking for chains, looking for bar oil, looking for files, whatever you may need, trimmer line, either small packs, large packs, whatever it may be, we've got it in stock, and you can come in, get it quickly, come right to the register and get out and get back to work or get prepared.
You know what I say, be loyal, buy local. And so this is a mom and pop operation here in the Tri-City, so support them. It's not a national chain. It's Big John's Closeouts. Be loyal, buy local, and support this man and his business here in Elizabethton and his great staff. You brought a little show and tell.
I'll be your more popular.
I'll be your Vanna for you.
Yeah, one of your more popular newer items that Steel's had for the last few years has been this very small, battery operated trimmer for like smaller limbs, brush, and stuff of that nature. It's extremely lightweight. Comes with a carrying case, battery charger, the whole bit, lubricating oil. And it's very easy for the lady of the house to use and have. In fact, a couple of our employees, their wives have that, so they can go out and prune and trim up and do different things of that nature. It's got a good price point at $169, and it's like I say, it's a good thing to have around the house, especially if you've got a lot of smaller shrubs and trees that you need to sort of work on.
And it weighs a whopping 3 pounds. So for a lady, it would be not a problem. For a guy, it wouldn't be a problem either, for that matter. So there it is, $169. Got them in stock again at Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. So you've got the chainsaws, you got the weed eaters, you got the leaf blowers, got it all, right?
Yep, got that. And a lot of people are looking to go battery. As more and more people are looking for things that have less emissions, and they don't have to mess with the oil and the mixing and stuff of that nature. Steel's done a really good job of coming out with a very wide product line that's battery powered. I have myself not only a trimmer, I've got one of the chainsaws, I've got a blower, I've got a hedge trimmer, and I've got an extended hedge trimmer. So I've got the battery and everything that I pretty much need to maintain around the house, or if I'm helping someone else, as long as it's not a huge, job. And they work very well, and they last very well. And they recharge really quick on the chargers and stuff, and you don't have all the noise, you don't have all the smell, and and also it's good for the environment. So you'll see more and more battery powered stuff, I think, come to fruition as more and more of your government agencies are sort of directing people that direction.
Be loyal, buy local, support Big John's Closeouts. The hours are open.
We're here Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6. And then on Saturday, 8 to 4, of course, closed on Sunday.
Social media, how do we find you?
Well, you can go to a number of different spots. You can go to just BigJohnsCloseouts.com. You can email also to experts, or if you've got cabinet needs, you also have cabinets. So experts or cabinets at BigJohnsCloseouts.com.
One of our great sponsors on the Tom Bailey Sports Show and Cyclone Sports Love, promoting him. Be loyal, buy local. Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. I'm with Lynn Freeman, the general manager of Elizabethton and Ford, and also Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. What's going on? What's happening down here, my friend?
Lots and lots of good things. It's game day, folks, but we're here and we always ready to give a good deal. We got 10% off on both new and select inventory here at Ford and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We have a huge inventory of both new and pre-owned cars, paying extra dollars for trade-in, but then we're willing to go the extra mile for you. Good luck, Elizabethton. Let's win another championship this year.
There you go. Lynn Freeman, general manager of Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Elizabethton. Back at the Tom Bailey Sports Show again. We're ready to go for football tonight. We'll be video and audio from Morristown West. We'll crank it up and get going with it. 6:55 tonight. Kickoff at 7:30 from Burke Tony Stadium in Morristown. We do have video. A lot of folks asking. Yep. Video and audio. Really, the only places they tell us no video and audio are Greenville and Science Hill. So for whatever reason, but tonight we will. So join us. 6:55 airtime, 7:30 kickoff. Coach Van Huss, you're truly bringing it to you from Burke Tony Stadium in Morristown. She's in the house. She is Ethel or Shirley. I don't know which one you are.
I don't know.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Her real name's Camille, by the way. So, and that's what we need to go by because they are the #1 floral in the chain, floral department right here.
We try.
2-horse operation. They crank it out. What have you been doing this morning?
Oh gosh, well we had to deliver a lot of funeral work this morning.
Yeah.
We had a lot. We had 2 standing sprays, 4 baskets, a vase arrangement, peace lily, and 3 lid corsages.
There you go.
That we had to take this morning. So, yeah.
Here's my segment. If you don't think there's a God, watch this segment. The flowers are gorgeous.
Look at these.
Look at this. What a way to start.
Yeah, I knew that you would like those.
Tennessee orange, Elizabethton orange. Look at that right there.
It's so pretty. Those are $10.99 everyday price.
Look at that, folks.
Yeah.
$10.99 for those. And those are really two-tone, aren't they?
Yes, and they come like that.
Yeah,
They're not
light
dark.
orange and kind of a darker orange down in it. So.
And then even like a reddish tint that's around the outside petals. So,
yeah, that
so
is awesome.
Pretty. They're
Yes.
gorgeous.
$10.99 every day.
Every day. And then there's the red ones also. So you can get the red or any colors for $10.99 a day. And that's just in the plastic sleeve there.
Red roses for a blue lady. You remember that song? You ever heard that song? No.
Maybe if I heard it. If I heard it.
Jeez, I'm telling my age. That's okay.
So
Bobby
this
Vinton.
is the Allure bouquet, and it is, let me adjust my bifocals, $28.99.
$28.99.
Can't see anymore. I gotta get new specs.
All right, look at this. Now, tell me what all's in this.
Okay, so let me stand up here and look. Okay, so we've got roses, mini carnations, alstroemeria lilies, palms, mums. This is stock right here.
Gorgeous.
Some filler. I can't remember what these are called, but they're so pretty. And then like these mini carnations. Look at these, how pretty. They've got the 2 tones in those also.
So if you're into purple
it's
and
a really
white
pretty one.
and burgundy, if you're into those colors, can't go wrong with this one.
Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. This is called the Allure bouquet. $28.99.
Yeah.
So chop it and drop it, right?
That's right. That's all you got to do. Chop it and drop it in your vase.
Chop the bottom off of it, drop in the
You're good
vase,
to go.
and it lasts for how long you reckon?
Probably like a week or 2.
Yeah.
And it comes with the preservative packets in it that after about 3 days, just chop about 1/4 of an inch off the stems because they start clogging up. You see how they get?
Yep.
And then the water won't come through.
They close off. Yep.
Yeah. So you need to make sure that your ends are trimmed and they'll last longer. All right.
She's so funny. I
Here's
swear.
another one. Let's see. This one is Radiant, and it's $14.99.
$14.99, the Radiant bouquet. So
Yes, it is really cute. It's
yes,
a pretty bouquet.
Look at that, yellow and pink.
Yeah.
And probably light pink, dark pink, and a yellow.
Yeah.
So there you go. Hello, young lady. How are you? So, yep, you just circle right around that shelf. All right, this one is Oh, we got all the bouquets.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
what's
got
this
the
little fella?
bouquets. So here we've got
Wow.
some of our little plants coming in. These are $6.99. These are our little mini rose bushes. And then those are the 4-inch. And then these are
$6.99 for that,
these
folks.
are $6.99 too. And
Look at that.
We've got the little mini roses and the palms.
Okay.
Look how cool that is.
It is cool.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
It looks like a little alien flower. Or
Look at that.
something. It looks intergalactic.
Yeah. Those little, like little eyes looking at you.
Yeah, it's so cool, isn't it? I love
How
it.
much are these?
Those are $6.99.
$6.99.
Yes.
Yeah. We're here again at Food City in Elizabeth and talking to Shirley, a.k.a. Camille, about the flowers you can get. And you guys do casket sprays. You do stand-up floral
Yeah,
at
the
funerals. Standing spray.
Funeral baskets. Yeah.
Funeral baskets.
Yeah. Lid corsages. We do just about everything.
Homecoming's coming up for high schools here in the next probably month or so. So remember, you do boutonnieres and hand corsages. Is that right?
Yeah,
Wrist
we
corsages,
do.
rather.
We do boutonnieres and corsages. We
Yep.
do lots of those.
Yep.
Especially at prom. Oh my goodness.
Prom season.
Oh,
So
Lordy,
just
yeah.
kind of plant that seed a little bit.
Yeah, let's see. These are $12.99.
$12.99.
Yeah,
Look
so
at
these
this.
are these are the bigger ones here.
Love it, love it, love it. $12.99.
And then here we've got yellow too.
Hello, Mark Minton. Hello, Connie Helms. What'd she say? I remember red roses for a blue lady. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're welcome, Connie. You're very sweet. Thank you, ma'am. So, yeah, red roses for a blue lady. Bobby Vinton. You don't.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I'd have to hear it.
Oh, I know. I'm showing myself. I'm showing my age. So anyway, these go for how much?
$12.99.
You would describe this color as
That's hot pink.
hot pink.
Yeah, or like fuchsia.
Look at that, folks.
Yeah.
Now we put them inside and pretty easy to take care of.
Yeah, they're gonna want to be in the ground though. They'll do better in the ground because they'll come back every year too. So.
Now, would
you'll
you
have-
plant them now during the heat, or you wait a little while?
Well, if you plant it right now, you need to do it at night,
Yeah.
where it's cool at night and it's not that hot, sweltering heat on it in the day. They won't make it.
This one's getting ready to pop.
Yeah,
Look there.
it's got a lot of pretty buds on it. They're so pretty.
This would be considered,
Yellow.
well, I know, but like canary yellow or.
That's a good
There you
description.
go. Canary yellow. There you go. Looks like little canaries.
Yes.
There you go. All right.
Yes.
Camille's here with us,
Yellow,
folks.
You said I know.
You what?
I said yellow. You said I know.
Yeah. I said, what color is this? You looked at me like
specific.
Forrest Gump. It's yellow. It's like, well, I know that.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
You're hilarious.
You're
So-
hilarious.
Oh, look at
so
this.
here we've got our Swan Creek stuff.
Brand new. Look right here.
Yeah, that one's kind of our fall one, so it's cute. I think it says blessed on it.
Blessed on it. Exactly.
Is that what it is? Is that the one I grabbed? Oh no, that one just has the little ivy.
Yep. Price point on this
There's
is
another one that said blessed on it.
$19.99 is the price point. Okay.
Yep. And then these are the ones that you plug in, and it's a little pumpkin.
Okay.
For Halloween, they're $9.99.
Clear my throat. There you go. $9.99 for the little pumpkin. Look at this. Love it, love it, love it.
So
Check it out. $9.99 for that. Okay. Well, there he is. Actually, his actual face. Yeah.
Oh, he is cute when he glows. Yes.
Here's one when you plug him in, he glows. That's what he looks like right there. For $10, can't beat it. Okay.
Okay, so these are some of the wax smells that came in with those. And this is white pumpkin and oak. I bought this one. It smells so good when it burns. Yeah, it smells
White
good.
pumpkin and oak.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
Yes, for $2.99.
Yeah.
And you get 6 melts.
Yeah. This one smells good too. Whoops.
Okay.
Oh my God, I did drop it.
You're all right.
I can't get it. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's apple.
It's called Drop It.
Apple. I said apple. Apple pumpkin strudel.
Gosh.
Look
Apple.
at the picture. Doesn't it make you want to eat that?
Yes, apple, pumpkin, strudel. Look at that. That's good. So,
I love this one. Smell that.
apple, pumpkin, strudel. Okay. Got a couple of more here. You can't smell them, but we like smelling them.
Yeah, they smell so good.
Brock Pittman joins us coming up here in a few minutes. Football coach from Tia Duggar.
If I can get it off. This one is Luscious Lemon Vanilla.
Luscious lemon vanilla. Oh, yes.
Yes,
Mm-mm-mm.
that one's one of my favorites.
Very, very nice. Okay.
Cherry almond buttercream. This is
Cherry
so good.
almond buttercream.
I love the way that smells.
Gosh, there
I
it
have
is.
a body splash that smells like that.
You know, I do too. So.
Do you? Oh, it smells so good. I got it at a place called Lacey's Candles. I think
Let me just stop right there. I don't have a body spray that smells like cherry whatever, cherry pumpkin vanilla, whatever it was. Negatory.
This one is vanilla pound cake. Oh, it smells so good.
Yep. There you go.
Yum.
Almost like you take a fork and just eat it. So it's good stuff.
I know it does.
Yep.
It makes you crave whatever you're smelling.
And you got one more there. You got the actual little jar candle.
Yep.
Ethel's going to hand it to Shirley.
This one
So
is whipped almond frosting. Whoops, I'm dropping little soy wax.
put that back in there.
There you go.
All right. Why these candles are a great selling point? Because they're different than a typical candle. Because why?
They have the even burn.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not gonna just it's soy wax, so it's gonna create an even burn. It's not just gonna burn straight down the center and then you have all that left on the sides that doesn't burn with it. It'll keep going all the way down and it'll give you a lot longer burn time. So,
love it.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And the price point on this is $10.99. Yep. So there we go. This is called whipped almond frosting.
Yum.
Awesome. Good stuff. So the fall candles are coming in now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
we
fall.
should be getting them here before long.
What do you call them? Scents, I guess, or like
Yeah.
All right. All right. Good job. So Ethel and Shirley, appreciate you. So if you're looking for any kind of floral needs, you got them right here.
We got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come see us.
They're awesome. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. We like her a lot. We love her. We'll take a quick break.
We love you.
Yeah, no, they're so funny. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this. We're going to be joined by Brock Pittman, and then a little bit later on, Shannon's going to join us for the show and tell. You want show and tell now? You want to do it now?
Oh, we can wait a minute.
Come on, you can do it right now. He'll wait for just a second. Come on. Come on down. You're the next contestant of the new Price is Right. So, see, she does this to me every time. Dadgummit. Samples. Well, I'm a sampling. What is this?
Our Hawaiian Delight.
Hawaiian Delight.
Pineapple and mandarin oranges and coconut and marshmallows and all the good stuff.
Oh. Mm-hmm. What's it called? Hawaiian Delight?
Mm-hmm. And we have it in our bistro case.
That's awesome. Pineapple, marshmallows,
mandarin
oranges, and coconut. Homemade?
No, it comes in pre-made.
Comes in pre-made? Wow. You ever had tapioca?
Mm-hmm.
Tastes a little bit like tapioca. I guess because of marshmallows. All right, I'll eat the rest of it in a minute because you got to get on. You got to get back over there. So that's from Shannon, by the way. You're trying to talk a mouthful of coconut. It ain't easy. So, but it's good. That's good stuff there. That'll set you free. All right, I'm done. Ready to go, man.
I'm going to bring you a couple more shortcuts that we didn't have last week.
Absolutely.
This one is our egg rolls. You get 3 egg rolls and 2 sweet and sour sauces for dipping.
For $2.99. All right.
And then we also have one of our Asian dishes is the beef and broccoli.
Whoa.
Comes with your stir-fry vegetables and your beef and broccoli, and the seasoning and everything is already in it. It's just like everything else that would come that's our shortcut meals, where you can just heat it up in the microwave. Instructions are on the label. Dinner for 2.
Dinner for 2 for $6.99, folks. Already made. How long do you nuke it? A couple of minutes?
Just a couple minutes.
Yeah. So we're talking to Shannon,
Don't
who heads
worry.
up.
As long as the lid's off of it, it'll work in the microwave, even though it's a metal container. The bottom is metal. You know, we were always told don't put metal in your microwaves.
Yep.
This has got a coating on it to where it won't affect your microwave.
Oh, really?
So.
There you go.
Good.
Just learned something new.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, you're right. I've always been told never put metal in the microwave. It'll blow up.
Yeah, because if you put some of that older stuff in there, the older microwaves, you'd see sparks popping off of the metal that's on, even on some of your old dishes and stuff that had like gold trim and stuff on it.
Won't do it with this.
Yeah, no, I won't do that with this.
Okay.
This weekend, Friday and Saturday, we have our potato salad on sale. Mustard potato salad, $2.99 a pound.
How much?
$2.99.
$2.99 a pound. Mustard potato salad made in the bakery deli at all food cities every single day. So.
And since we're doing the shortcuts, I brought over one of our half pies. We do half pies. We've got blueberry, peach, strawberry rhubarb, apple, Dutch apple that we do in halves for $4.99.
Yep.
And that way, if you don't want a whole lot of sweets after dinner, and there's you live alone or there's only 2 people in the house, that's a perfect thing. You don't have a lot left over.
Absolutely. Comes in cherry,
peach, apple, Dutch apple, blueberry.
Awesome.
And strawberry rhubarb.
Good stuff. I'm still eating the coconut. Stuck in my teeth. That's all right.
And then
Oh, Lord.
our Long Johns. We have them on sale this week. And you can get it with the Bavarian cream in the middle, or you can get the white cream in the middle. We've got both.
The Bavarian's more like pudding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the white cream is more of a white cream.
Yeah.
$4.49 for those folks. How about that?
4 to a pack.
4 to a pack. Look right there. I'm gonna make sure the glare doesn't see it, so you can see it. Love it. Get home from the ball game, big old glass of milk.
Oh yeah.
And
then we also have our half loaves on sale for people that don't eat a lot of bread. That's just enough to get them by, to where they don't worry about half the loaf spoiling on them. You got this; it's only a half a loaf, and they're $1.99 this week.
I used to get Lewis's, but now I get Food City brand. So Lewis is good too, Lewis brand, but I get Food City because it's Food City. So.
And if we don't have it sliced, we can slice it for you
on
any of our breads.
Oh, really?
So the girls try to make sure we've got some sliced and some that's not, depending on what your need are. But if you need it sliced and we don't have any already out there sliced, we can slice it for you. It doesn't cost anything extra.
It's in with all the other breads, right? So just look for the smaller, and that's good for single people, and just they're not going to eat a whole loaf and it go to waste. So just get.
And our Dietz and Watson meats that we usually carry over there, that's pre-sliced and everything. We have a Dietz and Watson trio. And it has got salami and pepperoni in it.
And provolone cheese.
Cheese.
I love it.
Everything's in there to make you sandwich. All you got to do is have the bread. Pick you up a half loaf to go with it.
That's awesome. Half loaf bread, chase it with a half a pie.
Yeah, and this is $10.99, and there's enough in here probably to make 4 to 6 sandwiches.
Wow.
So I mean, there's a lot of meat and cheese in this one pack.
Salami, pepperoni, and provolone cheese. That's awesome.
And it's all gluten-free, too.
Gluten-free. Shannon's in the house, folks. Does a great job, as always, in everything you've seen on the show until you get at any Food City, right? Including the, what's this called? Hawaiian Delight? Oh, yeah. That dog will hunt right there. That's good.
That's good stuff, man.
Thank you. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. Quick break. We'll be right back. Brock Pittman's here. Talk about Team Duggar football right after this. I'm trying to talk that spitting coconut all over the screen. That's good stuff. Called the Hawaiian Delight. Mandarin oranges, coconut, marshmallows. What else she say was in there? Mandarin oranges. Oh, pineapples. Pineapples, mandarin oranges, coconut, and marshmallows. And that is really, really, really good. Coach Pittman here joins us next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show live at Food City in Elizabethton.
We have an all-orange window. Everything you can think of, walls, books, glasses, plaques, trophies, stuffed animals, flags, you name it. Everything Tennessee orange.
It's there in the window, called a Vols window, and the obvious, a lot of fall stuff coming in. Tell me about it.
Lots of fall stuff, lots of fabric pumpkins, ceramic pumpkins. We got fall flags. We've got fall tea towels, fall tablecloths and linens. We've got some skeletons and mummies and ghosts, a little bit of everything.
So tell folks about the Eagle Center. Tell us where it's at and what it's all about.
Eagle Center is downtown Elizabethton, and we're open on Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5. We have antiques, of course, home decor, collectibles, books, lamps, handmade jewelry. We have art. We have just a little bit of everything to decorate your home, have parties, whatever your needs are, we have them.
Social media?
We have social media on Facebook, the Eagle Center Facebook page, and of course we have great advertisement with the Tom Taylor Show.
Thank you very much. One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Football, the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer seafood meal prep, suggest the perfect sides to pair, and even steam and peel your shrimp. All at no extra cost. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at helping with the laundry.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Back on the Tom Davis Sports, you look who stopped by. Coach Brock Pittman, head football coach at T.A. Duggar.
Yes, sir.
Big time. I'm trying to eat this. They gave me some.
Eating a lot. I saw him feeding right here.
I got a gourd in my mouth. Should bring me no napkin. Can I borrow your shirt sleeve? Wipe it off?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right.
We got plenty of them.
Yeah. Cyclones win it last night, 52-6. By the way, what I'm eating is the Hawaiian Delight. It has mandarin oranges, pineapples, coconut, and marshmallows. And it's really, really, really good. That's why I'm trying to eat and talk, because I got coconut stuck in my teethers. But anyway, we're here. Big win last night. Been doing this a long time, my friend. We look up. Andrew McKeon helped me last night. Did a phenomenal job. Thank you, sir. He's watching. Thank you. End of the first quarter, 38-0.
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable. Against a good team that had a lot of speed.
A lot of speed. If we can contain the speed, that's the key, and we were able to contain the speed for the most part. Defense did a great job, filling in, fitting their gaps, doing their jobs, and the teams like them, they're going to have big plays, and they're going to get their big plays, but to limit them to what they had was just a great effort by our team. Our kids are playing with the best, 100% effort right now, and it's really fun to watch.
Well, you're coaching a football team in middle school. Any level you're on, this is impressive, but middle school kids averaging 51 points a game. You've outscored your opponent on the varsity level for the first two games at 102-6.
Yes, sir.
102-6.
And a lot of that has to do with, we're forcing a lot of turnovers. We had 6 last night. Our turnover ratio is probably out of control good right now. And if we can keep that going, then it's going to be really hard. We're going to be really hard to beat.
Yep. Great bunch of kids. They get after it. B team or JVs won last night
24-6.
24-6?
Yes, sir.
So they've scored 42 and 24.
Yes, sir.
In 2 games.
And they played wonderful. They did. They really played great.
That's 66 divided by, you're averaging 33 points a game on the JV level.
Yes, sir.
And you're giving up 12 points.
Yeah, and again, the credit goes to our coaches, coaching staff. They do a phenomenal job.
Yeah, they do.
There's a lot of moving parts in a football game on both sides of the ball, and the fact that our kids at our age, we're coaching children right now, but the fact that they're working together as a team, and they're executing the way that they are. They're playing as hard as they are. They're playing with the confidence that they're playing with. It just speaks volumes of the coaching staff. I feel like I've got the best coaching staff in the country, especially for a middle school. I really do, and I appreciate. I tell those guys every day how much I appreciate them. They're always teaching, and it really shows on game day. We're very organized. We come out hot, and that's what we did yesterday.
Yeah.
We came out hot, and
Yeah.
they made a couple of mistakes with bad snaps, and we just took advantage of it. And before you know it, we're up 2 scores, and it just kind of was downhill from there.
And you beat a team yesterday that had a lot of speed. Those guys could go. Sensabaugh, Malachi McNair.
Yeah, I knew that we knew that they had a lot of speed. We knew that they were going to have a hard time running the ball in between the tackles, so that they were going to attack the perimeter. And we worked all week on, filling our gaps. Make those guys run east and west. You can't let them get turned north and south. So everybody's filling gaps. We watched film. We'll watch it today as a team, but I've watched it this morning, and it's just kind of beautiful to watch. How they understand what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And you make those guys run to the sideline.
Got over 80 kids on his team. How many total? 80.
About 86.
86
Yes,
kids
sir.
on a middle school football team.
And there's more kids that want to play. And it happens every year. Last night I had a kid and his grandmother. They want to join the team, and come on.
We'll let him come on, aren't
Oh,
you?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
We got to start with Legend Pay, 34-yard run. Jacob Clevenger, one of our players of the game, had a fumble recovery. Then Ryan Jones, one of the other players of the game, had a 1-yard run. Pate had a 2-point conversion, 14-0. We've not even played 2 minutes. Aldo Cordell had a 40-yard interception for a return. Second time he's done that in the season. Did it last week, too. Blevins had a 2-point conversion, 22-0. Ryan Jones had an interception. Then he turned right around and had a 45-yard catch from Blevins for a touchdown.
Yep.
Then Lennox Loveday, again, Blevins rolls out to his left and looks and throws through traffic. I don't know how I got it to him. Through traffic to Lennox Loveday in the back of the end zone.
That was a great play.
It was. 2-point conversion.
The throw and the catch.
Absolutely. 30-0. Then Micah Matheson gets an interception. That sets us up the next touchdown. Aldo Cordell, another touchdown, this time from Blevins. Bryson throws it to him from 11 yards out. Pate runs it in from 2 yards out. End of the first quarter, Coach, it's 38-0.
Yes, sir. And with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, it was 42.
Yeah.
So
Matheson goes for a 24-yard interception on the pick. Blevins 2-point conversion, 46-0. They get their lone run touchdown of the game on a Malachi McNair 41-yard run. So it's halftime, 46-6. Matheson gets another interception in the third quarter. And the last touchdown of the ball game with 5:53 to play on a running clock in the second half. Gage Reed gets a 1-yard run. 2-point conversion failed. It's 52-6. So Jacob Clevenger, Ryan Jones, and Micah Matheson were our Port Travis Deli players of the game. And Coach has got the gift certificates. They go get a free sandwich from Port Travis Deli here in Elizabethton. So I did some ciphering last night. Legend Pate's got 3 touchdowns. Aldo Cordell's got 3 touchdowns, 2 of those interceptions. Ryan Jones has got 3 touchdowns. Calix Daugherty's got a 2-point conversion. Micah Matheson with an interception and a couple of 2-point conversions. Look, Bryson Blevins has thrown 4 touchdown passes already. 29, 37, 45, and 11 were the distances. He's also got a 56-yard run. Gage Reed's got 2 touchdowns, an interception for a touchdown, and a touchdown run. Bryson Blevins, not very big, but man, he's got a heart like a lion. He can move around, he can throw it.
You know, opening kickoff, Bryson almost took it all the way back.
He did.
If you recall.
Yes.
Our special teams have been really good, considering it's the first 2 games of the season. Usually the first game of the season, they're not very good. But, you know, we've done a great job on kick coverage. You know, we haven't made any mistakes on kick returns. You know, and like yesterday, Bryson caught that ball, and I watched it on film this morning. You would think that we practice it for 30 minutes a day. I mean, but we don't. But we do practice it. But you would think we practice it for a half an hour. The way that these guys got back in the wedge, turned around, found somebody opposite color, got on people, and Bryson almost took it back. So, and then we come out and we run just a basic high school power with no puller, first play of the game, and everybody executes, and there he goes, you know. And you know, they came out in man coverage. They loaded the box. They had 6 guys up front. They had 2 guys behind them, and they manned us out there. They thought that they were gonna stop the run, and then man coverage, use our athletes to out athlete, But I mean, but our guys are prepared for that stuff because of our coaching staff, and and they got out of it in a hurry once we
real
put
quick
the heat on them.
Yeah.
So I mean, and I don't blame them for doing that, but again, our coaching staff does such a good job preparing those kids for all those possible situations. And whenever you're playing a team, and they feel like if that other team feels like they have to do something different to beat you, then they will. And so, we might see something on film all week, and then we're going to come out and they're going to be in a totally different front than what we prepared for. But so we prepare our kids for all that.
Yeah. And they're well coached.
Yes, sir, they are.
You guys are.
We're very proud of.
They're coached up
to watch those guys play. It's really fun.
It's like they came out on the field last night clapping. I mean, it just looks. It's.
Well, we practiced our pregame warm up, Tom. We practiced our pregame warm up this week. That was the word. I mean, honestly, last week that was probably, if there was a bad part, it was our pregame warm up. So we practiced it.
Practiced it.
Yes, sir.
I mean, they come out like it's an. I'll just tell you, if I was the other team, I'd be intimidated. Only because it's organized, it's clapping. I mean, you guys, you don't look like a middle school football team, I'll just tell you. I've got folks watching in other parts of the country going, man, you guys got a great high school team. I said, dude, that ain't a high school. That's middle school.
Yes, sir.
But
And
it's a three-pronged. You got the junior Cyclones on Saturdays. You got T.A. Duggar, the middle school, and then the high school. And, you know.
And the thing is we don't have to practice for 2.5 hours every day. We get it in. And when we go on the practice field, you know, first of all, everybody's getting coached. And second of all, we don't waste any time.
No.
We don't waste any time. And, you know, we're just going from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And kids are moving. Some of them may not understand what we're doing, but they always figure it out.
Yeah.
And when they figure it out, you know they figured it out, and they're ready to go.
Well, you look at your coaching staff. You got Cujo, who was all state.
Well, Cujo's a guy that a lot of these young kids looked up to when they were younger, playing the Little League.
Because they remembered him. Because he played
they
Elizabeth.
remember him. So now he's coaching them, you know.
Went on to play at Furman. He graduated. He's all Southern Conference at Furman as a lineman. So you got him coaching your line, or one of the coaches. You've got, I'm going to leave them off, but you have Matt Fox. You have Ryan Whitten. You have Zach Hartley. You have Eddie Morrell. Who am I leaving off? You have, of course, head coach. That would be you,
Brandon
of course.
Blevins.
Brandon Blevins. Matt Fox.
Zach Hartley.
Zach
We
Hartley.
called him Little Zach.
Little Z. He's 19. That's what I called him.
We've got Colby Garland helping.
Colby Garland's the other one.
He was
That's
on
it.
that state championship team.
And
Both of them.
yeah, Mount Mullins up to high school, and Colby Garland's. That's a
Yes, sir.
So Colby
was their center, 2019-2020.
Colby Garland's back, center that helped get these two-time.
And he's done a great job, and Eddie Morrell's done a great job with those young offensive linemen too. And I can't brag enough on our junior varsity team. You know, we talk about varsity, but those JV kids, they really played well last night. And of course, they made mistakes, but I mean, that they did it going full speed. Like I said, our kids are giving so much effort right now, and they're going to keep doing that. And it's just fun to watch. It's so much fun to watch for us.
So Thursday you go to Crockett, correct?
Yes, sir. We're at Crockett, 6 p.m.
Yeah, Thursday at Crockett, 6 o'clock kickoff, ready to go. Next Thursday at Jonesboro. So I got to double check. I think that we got. If the stars align right and everything goes right, I'll be there. If not, I won't. But I know we're going to be back in here.
We got Sullivan Heights at home the following week.
Yeah. You got Sullivan Heights at home, and then I've got the schedule here.
I've got it right here. We've got Sullivan Heights at home. Then we're at Indian Trail. Then we have Liberty Bell at home. Then we're at Greenville, and then we're at Tennessee Middle at home.
Yeah.
But we still have 3 home games, and you know, another thing that I'd like to talk about is just the support that we had last night from the crowd.
Unbelievable.
You know, and Coach Whitten at the high school, he's not going to play at home until September the 15th. So Citizens Bank is kind of lonely right now. So, you know, whenever we go back, what is the next home game?
7th.
September the 7th. You know, and then we'll play, you know, Sullivan Heights at home. We just want to get as many people in there as possible. All right, to watch these kids, because they will be entertained. I believe. I can promise you that.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's fun to watch. The best thing about last night too was when our varsity team ended, that whole crowd didn't leave. They stayed and watched the JV kids play.
Yeah.
So, and they're a lot of fun to watch. You know, I can name off some names, but there's one. There's one play in particular on the JV team. Baron Grindstaff covering a kickoff. And if you get a chance to look on, now Mr. Terry Moore posted a video on Facebook, and I've seen it on film, but he posted the video of Baron covering a kickoff. Baron Grindstaff is a great kid. He is such a hard-working kid. He's a great kid, and you should just watch this video of him covering this kickoff. It just blew my mind.
Really?
I mean, he is completely fearless. And he goes down there and he finds the ball and he sniffs it out, and he's half the size of everybody on the field, but in his mind, he's a giant.
Yeah.
So, but these kids are really fun to watch, and it's just an honor to be able to coach these kids. And we love, man, we're having so much fun right now. You know?
Yeah. Boy, when you're averaging 51 points a game, and your opponent scored 6 points the whole season in 2 games. Yeah, having fun.
We're just getting it in. We're making sure the kids are enjoying it. That's the biggest thing is, you know, try not to make sure that they always remember why they play in the first place, and that's because it's fun. And you know, once they get up to the high school level, hopefully that they're mentally prepared to do that and go and you know, they've heard the terminologies, they've heard all the lingo, they've you know, we're practicing on the same field, so they've already heard the high school coaches and the way that they coach. So I mean,
you're down on one end, up on the other end, right,
yes, sir.
Braxton? Yeah.
Yes, sir. So I mean, it's just really an honor. It's been fun, and you know, we're only 2 games in, so we still have 6 to go.
Yeah. Enjoy your weekend, Coach. You've earned it.
Yeah, it's been fun.
You farm too, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Corn coming in yet?
Oh, it's been in. It's done.
Corn's done?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What are we doing now?
Just feeding.
Feeding cows?
Yes, sir.
How many you got?
I've got 29.
29
myself. Yes, sir.
29 head.
Yeah.
Angus?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Are the Angus bulls as mean as people say they are?
No.
They're not?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think they're just like people. Some of them are mean and ornery, and some of them
aren't.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Thomas Stout, Krista Britt, great job, Coach. They were fun to watch. They are. Katina Bricky, Jules Roberts, Lisa Baker. So proud of our Tia Duggar boys. Great job, coaches. It's nice when the folks out there understand the time you put into their boys, and
And they put a lot of time in too.
Yeah.
You know, they really do as parents, because I have 2 daughters, and we're getting into sports, and it's
nonstop,
getting them to and from, and
Yeah.
picking them up and dropping them off, and so we appreciate that too. And it's just, we have a really good feeling this season,
Yeah. Yeah. To say the least.
But our players of the game, they deserve it. Of course, there could be a bunch of them, but Clevenger, defensive end, did a great job last night. Number 88. Again, our whole defensive line, our interior tackles, they didn't get a whole lot of action because they're running outside all day, but they're learning how to get on angles and how to try to get involved in outside run game, and so it was good for them. It was good for our defensive backs to see that kind of speed. When you're in the right place, it's not hard to cover speed, but if you're in the wrong place, it's really hard, and they learned that the hard way. So
let me say this too, because he's right. He made a great point. I mean, poor Trav's Deli. I mean, he's given 3 sandwiches today to these kids. I mean, they get them for free, but he's got to pay for it. So, yes, I could have came out of there last night and gave you 10 players a game easily. 10 different kids contributed, but, it's his money, and I'm just respecting him. I'm Uncle, you're going to give 10 free sandwiches this week. He can't do that.
No, we can't do that to poor
He's in
Trav.
business to make money. So he's in for profit, but he's gracious enough to give 3. Jacob Clevenger, Micah Matheson, and Ryan Jones this week. So
we appreciate them, and we appreciate everybody that supports us. We appreciate the fans that come out and watch. We appreciate the fans that watch on your live streams, and it's just like I said, it's been really fun this season. This season has really gone by fast. I feel like we're 2 games in already. It's hard to believe.
We're getting for week number 3. That's what I just said a few minutes ago. After tonight, you're getting ready to work on week number 3 for the high school. Be a third of the way. You're almost halfway through.
Yes, sir.
So it's unbelievable. So before I let him go here, here's what you need to do. If you're out there and you're a Tia Duggar or a Cyclone person, or anybody else for that matter, please go by and buy a sandwich or 2 or 3 from Poor Trav's Deli. Now, he's giving these. He does it for anything I do. Cyclone football, Cyclone volleyball, Cyclone, but anything I do at any sport. Now, you stop and do that in a calendar year, a sports year, every time we give 1 or 2, everything I do, and I did over 100 events last year. Now, you can add it up. That's a couple hundred sandwiches. Do the math at $5 a piece. What's that? $1,000?
Yes, sir.
$1,000 for the food he's giving away. So when it's time for you to go order a sandwich from a small mom and pop business, please consider Poor Trav's Deli. They're scratching your kid's back. You got to scratch his back and buy some sandwiches. That's the way it is.
Yep.
He didn't have to do it. He could say, I can't do that. Don't want to do that. Can't, because that's a lot of food going out the window, or going out the door in this case. So support him. Support those. Support your kids. Crockett next Thursday in Jonesboro, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep. 6 o'clock
6 o'clock.
kickoff?
Yes, sir.
All right. You going down tonight to watch the big boys play?
Tonight's movie night. I'm going to sit down with the girls.
Family night?
Yes, sir.
Dad night?
Yeah, we're going to watch a movie.
What are we watching?
I'm not sure yet. I think it's a scary one, though.
Oh, doesn't matter. Just you're going to be with them.
They like the horror films,
Yeah.
so we're going to pick one that'll suit them. And
there you go. Pop popcorn, do whatever, right?
Yes, sir.
Be a family.
We've got the movie theater popcorn, and we're gonna sit back, but don't think for 1 second I won't be keeping track of what's going on.
Yeah. Have a little earbud in while you're watching the movie. Listen to the ball game. You got it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yep. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll be finishing up. We'll run down the schedule for tonight one more time. High school football Friday. Back after this from Elizabeth and Ford on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. I'm with Lynn Freeman, the general manager of Elizabeth and Ford, and also Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. What's going on? What's happening down here, my friend?
Lots and lots of good things. It's game day, folks, but we're here and we're always ready to give a good deal. We got 10% off on both new and select inventory here at Ford and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. We have a huge inventory of both new and pre-owned cars, paying extra dollars for trade-in, but then we're willing to go the extra mile for you. Good luck, Elizabethton. Let's win another championship this year.
There you go. Lynn Freeman, general manager of Ford of Elizabethton and Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Elizabethton.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Hi, this is Big Country. Have a great day, and as my buddy Tom says, bloom where you're planted.
Millions of dollars of furniture in stock right now. Are you tired of hearing what you want is sold out? We have the largest selection of in-stock furniture in the area. We receive truckloads every day of special buys ready for you to pick up today or have delivered. Come get your new furniture at Cannon's Furniture in downtown Elizabethton.
Getting ready to head down to Moorestown a little while for this football game tonight. Video and audio, airtime at 6:55, kickoff at 7:30 tonight from Moorestown East. The second of 4 straight road trips. But remember, next year, if you're a Cyclones fan, next year, and everybody, whatever you're doing this year, you're versus next year. So all your home teams will be road teams next year, and all your road teams will be home teams. So next season, Cyclones will have 6 home games and 4 road games. So let's take a look one more time. Some of the specials, deals for days, and we'll run down the schedule and get out of here. Deals for days at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. These prices, these products on sale are good at all Food Cities across the chain. As Les said, Pepsi products, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans for $7.99. That is a deal, no question. And they got them stacked up here, and they're selling a bunch of them. They've been watching the buggies here. A lot of cubes going out of here. Little Debbie snack cakes, $2.99, limit 4 today and tomorrow. Mayfield novelties, there you go. Let's put that up there and show you. Mayfield novelties, 2 for $5, limit 4. Fudge bars, brown cows, creamsicles, ice cream sandwiches, drumsticks, so on and so forth, 2 for $5 today and tomorrow. Gatorade, hot out there. Going to be hot for the next week or so before we get a little cool down. 8-pack of 20-ounce bottles, 2 for $11 today and tomorrow. Screamin' Sicilian Pizzas, $4.99, limit 4. Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats, $2.49, limit 4. Also today and tomorrow at all Food City locations. Let's look at the backside. You got Black Forest ham, sliced any way you want to in the deli. Dietz & Watson Black Forest ham, $6.99 a pound. Mustard potato salad that she talked about earlier, $2.99, made fresh in the deli. You have Food Club pink salmon, $2.99, 4 cans, limit 4, $2.99. Folgers coffee, 22-ounce canister for $7.99, limit 2. You have Peter Pan peanut butter, a 40-ounce jar for $4.99, limit 4, today and tomorrow. Cheez-It crackers, show you that. Put these up on the screen. Imperial spread for 99 cents. Here's your Peter Pan. There's your Almond Breeze almond milk for $2.49. Cheez-It snack crackers. Where'd I get snackers? Cheez-It crackers for $2.79. You have Funables fruit snacks for $1.89. Hot Pockets for $1.88. You have, well, we took care of all those. Let's take a look at the front real quick. We took care of those too. So we've got, let me hit this real quick. We had a good weekend to grill out. Anytime's a good weekend to grill out. Gourmet burgers, bacon and cheddar, black and blue. These are $2 each. With the Food City Value Card, there they are, the gourmet burgers. There you see the cooked shrimp for $7.99. Ground round for $4.99 at all Food Cities. These sale prices are good through Tuesday. Loose corn, 10 ears for $5. Let's see, the shortcut meats, 2 for $12. Here's those, 2 for $12 at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. Or these are actually through Tuesday. Shortcuts meat, start over. Shortcut meals for 2 for $12 through Tuesday. And last but not least, let's run down the BOGOs. Buy one, get one free. So let's hit those for you. We'll hit the schedule and get out of here. Kern's Buns, buy one, get one free. Food Club Shredded Cheese, buy one, get one free. Mrs. Paul's Fish Sticks, buy one, get one free. Kay's Ice Cream, buy one, get one free. Or Kern's Pies. Duke's Mayonnaise or Queen Melt Cheese Dip, buy one, get one free. Duncan Hines Brownie or Cake Mix, buy one, get one free. Green Mountain or McCafe Coffee, buy one, get one free. And the frozen Farm Rich Meatballs or Red Baron Pizzas, there they are. Buy one, where is it? Buy one. Oh, yeah, there you are. Buy one, get one free. Red Baron Pizza there on the end. That's some of the specials going on. Of course, go to foodcity.com. I have all those on there for you. Run them down one more time before we get out of here. Again, Science Hill, Anderson County tonight. Greenville will be in Kingsport to battle Dobbins Minute. Daniel Boone hosting Westridge. Sevier County at Jefferson County. Cherokee, the Chiefs will be in Jonesboro to battle Crockett. Tennessee High at Sullivan East tonight. Granger, the Grizzlies on the road at Chucky Doke. Pigeon Forge hosting Northview Academy. Lakeway Christian will be at Volunteer tonight in Churchill to battle the Falcons. Union County at Claiborne. The Hampton Bulldogs play at Johnson County tonight. Unicoi County will play at Happy Valley. Thomas Walker on the road at Cumberland Gap. West Green will play Cloudland. And North Green will be at Castlewood, Virginia. And our broadcast beginning at 6:55, kickoff at 7:30. We'll bring you the Cyclones, third-ranked team in the state, and Morristown West, a good football team, a battle of unbeatens early. Of course, Morristown West, a 5A team. We're a 4A team, so we're a bigger school, as was Science Hill last week. And that's okay. We'll get on the bus and head down. We'll be down there ready to go. 6:55 airtime, 7:30 kickoff. We'll see you then. Thanks to our guest today, Jeff Birchfield, sports writer, Johnson City Press, Kingsport Times News. Also, Brock Pittman, head coach of T.A. Duggar just now, and the head coach of the Cyclones to get it started, Sean Whitten. Along with Les, the retiring store manager, Shannon out of the Bakery Deli, and Brittany and Camille, a.k.a. Ethel and Shirley. Appreciate them very much. Getting out of here, before we do, let's give you the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man hung on the cross on this show. And today, no different. And it'll be, the verse will go like this. It will be, boom, Jeremiah 32:27. I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? That's awesome. I am the Lord, the God of all mankind. Is anything too hard for me? Good way to end it. Thanks for watching the show. Back with you at 6:55 tonight from Morristown for third-ranked Elizabethton Cyclone football. Until then, as always, we'll tell you, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 1916 on our way to 2000. The Tom Taylor Sports Show live today at Food City in Elizabethton. See you back.